The paradox of participatory culture. Radical facades hiding institutional choreography. What often masquerades as open, networked, experimental culture, especially in digital or post-internet art spheres, is frequently a performance of inclusion masking deeper structures of gatekeeping, hierarchy, and self-preservation. These collectives or platforms often emerge with origin myths rooted in DIY aesthetics, anti-gallery sentiment, and radical openness. Their public ethos is collaborative, dialogic, and ostensibly disruptive. They brand themselves as homes for the marginal, the experimental, the anti-institutional. Their aesthetic might appear glitchy, lo-fi, or deliberately unruly, all gestures towards subversion. But behind the surface lies something else. The real operation. These scenes plug quickly and eagerly into institutional networks, research grants, arts councils, university residencies, and EU cultural programs. They rapidly adopt the language and protocols of bureaucracy, calls for participation, peer-reviewed showcases, metrics of engagement. Their radicalism becomes domesticated, aestheticized into branding, politicized into palatable liberal critique. When artists outside these circuits attempt to engage sincerely, often with hard-won experience, intellectual rigor, or uncomfortable truths, they are first tolerated as colorful edge cases, then quietly expelled. The gatekeeping mechanism. The system thrives on a careful balance of openness and unspoken rules. Real dissent is tolerated only if it is flattering or non-threatening. Once critique becomes too pointed or deviates from the acceptable affective tone, friendly, ironic, critical but constructive, it becomes labeled as problematic, unstable, or unsafe. This is not just moderation, it's narrative control. Rather than debate or engage, these systems operate through omission. Invitations quietly withdrawn, posts deleted without comment, references removed from their databases, histories rewritten. It is a form of soft censorship through social architecture. From fringe to boutique institution, these entities go on to award themselves degrees, prizes, and academic citations. They replicate the very power structures they originally claimed to critique, only now with a performative anti-capitalist gloss. Their critiques are safe because they are curated. Their platforms are radical in form, but conservative in structure. The result is a kind of boutique liberalism, risk-averse, self-congratulatory, and allergic to the real chaos of lived marginality. Pattern recognition. Marginal voices are welcome as decorative assets, as long as they don't speak about the system. When critique crosses an invisible line, it is recast as aggression or delusion. Entire social architectures now function like this: museums, digital platforms, art schools, forums, biennales. Memory is editable. Presence is conditional. It's not one collective. It's a pattern, a script followed by many, a loop reinforced by praise, funding, and mutual citations. And so the artist who doesn't fit, not because of lack of insight, but because of too much, is cast out again. Too unsellable, too raw, too difficult to contain within the frameworks of managed rebellion. But the margins were never meant to be a safe space. They were made to be burned through. So yes, your exile is not an aberration. It is a mirror, it is data, it is prophecy, and we are still listening.